Good morning and welcome to the second day of the Sedex 2018 conference. I'm Martine Croxall, I'm a presenter with the BBC News Channel and your host again for the day. Hundreds of people again are joining us online via our webcast. I hope you and they find something very stimulating in the sessions today. We do need to ask that everyone has downloaded the app. Just to recap, you just need to use the brewery_Wi-Fi to get access to the Wi-Fi. You don't need a password. If you want to tweet anything on social media, and I know quite a lot of people did yesterday, so thank you for that. Lots of fantastic photographs and comments being posted. We're at Sedex CSR and the hashtag is Sedex18. The reason that you need this app, if you're joining us today, you might not realise, is that this is how you find out what's going on here. But in particular, what we need you to do, if you would please, is to sign up for the different breakout sessions. Let me see where you do that. If you go to agenda, and then you can pick the session for this morning and the session for this afternoon, you've got 3 options. And we may have to change the rooms around a little bit compared with what's been posted on the website, depending on who signs up for what. So if you could do that now, that would be very much appreciated. Yesterday, the Sedex CEO, John Ivelaw-Chapman, introduced this year's theme of defining beyond compliance in responsible sourcing. We heard some insightful keynote speeches about the likely future impacts on supply chains and their implications, and how leadership skills can affect communities. Panellists debated what going beyond compliance means to them and who is responsible for it. We had lots of breakout sessions as well, which looked at how companies can move away from just managing risk to tracking impact, and how impact can be measured, and how new members can make an impact as soon as they become members of Sedex. I learnt a huge amount yesterday. I mean, a staggering amount about what you do. And in particular, the commitment and the drive and the impatience in this room to do more and to do it faster, but also the reasons that compliance isn't enough and how you go beyond compliance. And there are so many different ideas, really creative ideas about how you achieve that. But it really makes me think that you're all hiding your light under a bushel. I mean, I've known Jonathan for, 10 or 11 years, and he's Morgan's dad, and I'm Isaac's mum. And I didn't know anything about what Jonathan did, and I certainly didn't know what Sedex was, and now I do. And I think you should all be telling everybody about it a great deal more. And maybe I'll have to invite Jonathan onto my programme when something happens and it's relevant, because I think he might have something to say. I'm going to ask him to come to the stage now, though, because last night we had the fantastic dinner and awards ceremony where 4 awards were given to people who'd done extraordinary things in the last 12 months. So Jonathan's going to come and remind us who those winners are.
Thank you. So we had a fantastic dinner last night, and thank you to the brewery for making that happen. They were amazing, and the food was delicious, and it was warm and hot, and you were all wonderful. You always are, which is fantastic. So this is the second year we run the awards. It was quite with some trepidation last year that we set up to do the awards. We were asked to do the awards because we felt that we should recognise the success of our members and some of the good work that was going on, because whilst I said yesterday, and you heard all the way through yesterday, there was some impatience from me and my team about going further and going and doing things better and quicker, or rather smarter. We did feel that there was an awful lot of good work going on, and we were very aware of that. What we didn't realise is that with over 44 submissions for the awards this year, which was an absolute sort of really rocked us, we were really quite shocked. And my thanks again to the panellists who took the judging forward on that. That was quite some work we needed to do, and we burnt some midnight oil on that. It was an outstanding response from all categories in terms of the awards. From a personal point of view, really humbling that Sedex should attract such huge talent from that. And I'm hugely grateful for the time in completing some 60-odd pages. I didn't realise we had gone to compliance that much, but 60-odd pages in some of those responses. So thank you to all of those who put their submissions in. Really well done. But for those of you who were there last night, hold your applause. For those of you who weren't there last night, some really good support that we had. In the best example of continuous improvement for A and AB membership, the winner last night was Mondelez. So congratulations to them. For the best collaborative effort for AB and B members, a really worthwhile, a really interesting group, James Cropper. And for the most innovative new program service providers, this is the new category from this year, it was LabourLink from Elevate. And the very last one, the best new program implemented, which was the new category for this year, forgive me, and they couldn't attend the dinner last night, so I hope they are here to receive the award today. Klaus Olsen.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you.